Hey, good people, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I've been busy taking care of some business and all that, working and things, and have not had a chance to go through all of the final roster cuts and things. I've kind of highlighted some of the big ones. We know Peyton Hendershot was traded to Kansas City. They were finalizing that deal and stuff. You can definitely see that Mike Zimmer has a totally different desire on the types of players that he wants. Sonny Fioco, after one season, who was a Dan Quinn type pickup, gone. And this is where it's kind of interesting to me. And I've got other things. We're going to be talking about Dalvin Cook as well. This is kind of interesting to me because, see, everybody, this is what ESPN gets wrong with the Cowboys and things. And they say the Dallas Cowboys let go of so much talent, okay? I get what you're saying because you look at it and you say, you know, Dorrance Armstrong was a good player for us, you know, had probably maybe 14 sacks in the 2 years that we had him, good numbers. Dante Fowler, you know, probably about 8-9 sacks or so in the 2 years that we've had him. And those were Dan Quinn type guys. And so the media, the ESPNs in the world say, oh my God, you let go of those guys. You let go of Hankins and things like that. But see, the difference may be is not so much that the Cowboys were cheap and didn't want to pay them, as much as it may be they're not the type of guys that they want. Because here's the thing that's interesting is, you can definitely see Mike Zimmer likes bigger, stronger, more physical guys than Dan Quinn likes guys that are pass rushers. He likes guys that can get upfield and get in the quarterback. He likes lean, fast, and physical. What Mike Zimmer likes is big, bulky, and physical. And so Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, these smaller guys that were productive in Dan Quinn's defense don't fit necessarily what Mike Zimmer wants to do. So the Cowboys, you know, let those guys go. Okay, it looked like for some reason, the light is bouncing off, so it looked like there's something on my cell phone, but it's the light reflecting from somewhere. So that's one thing that you don't understand, or people don't understand. And the other part of it is when you say bringing back a Tyron Smith, and things on the offensive line, and a Biotish. Yeah, Biotish was a decent center. He will start and play in the NFL, but he left a lot to be desired when you think of guys like Travis Frederick, because you see him lifted up off the ground and dropped off in Dak Prescott's lap. And so you look at that and say, yeah, well, we need to upgrade that position as well. And you want to be better at running. So you look at that and say, Cooper Beebe, yeah, he can do that. And, you know, maybe Tyler Guyton won't be as good as Tyron Smith, you know, right off the bat. But if he's available each week collectively, he may be better for the team for the long haul. Because even last year with Tyron Smith, you know, you had to have him basically in bubble wrap all week, so he didn't practice with the team. He basically showed up on Sundays. And even with that, you still had games where he still missed. I don't think you'll necessarily have that problem with Tyler Guyton now. So this is one of the misnomers about what they say about the Cowboys. That the Cowboys, that they just let go of all kinds of talent. Well, they didn't let go of Micah. They didn't let go of CD. We'll see in the future if they do let go of Dak. But they have a very strong core group of guys. And I'm not sure that anybody looks and says, Hankins, Dante Fowler, and Dorrance Armstrong are the ones that get you to the Super Bowl. They can be parts of getting you to one, but they're not the reason why. So when you look and see what the Cowboys are trying to evolve and change, you can see that they want bigger guys. Jordan Phillips is a bigger guy. Mozzie Smith, you know, you brought him down, but he's going to be more of a 3 technique. You think of Lavelle Joseph, another big guy. So, you know, as they look and say the Cowboys lost talent, they brought in talent that fits what they're doing. And see, here's the thing that's kind of interesting, because what they always do is with the Cowboys, yeah, there are a lot of teams that bring in a lot of players, but there's also the learning curve. If you think about last year, us going from Kellen Moore's offense to the Texas Coast, where I was literally calling it the Texas Toast because it seemed like we kept getting toasted on it. You looked at how that evolved and how bad it was the first few weeks, because it took time for Dak to get used to Brandon Cooks. It took time for the offense to kind of fit in with the players and so on. And once they got it, then they played lights out. The thing was, until they learned it, they looked awful. And so this is where having guys that are familiar with what you're trying to do and the system in the second year is a lot easier than if you're starting all over from scratch. And I don't know that necessarily Mike Zimmer's defense is starting all over from scratch. What it is loading it up with guys that he likes for his system. With that being said, now we have Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook came in and worked out for the Cowboys, and apparently looks like he's in really good shape. Now, I don't know if that good shape is because they've been looking at Zeke all along and stuff, but they say that he had a very good workout. And so now it's wait and see if the Cowboys decide to make him an offer. We don't know if he is going to work out with anybody else, but he's been a free agent for quite a bit. But there are, teams are making cuts, and so Frank Gore Jr. has been cut out there. We found out A.J. Dillon. So you may have other teams now that are looking for running backs, because A.J. Dillon for the Green Bay Packers is now lost for the year with a neck injury. So, this maneuvering, and we'll see what moves the Cowboys do make and what holes that they try and fill in, and see if Dalvin Cook becomes a Dallas Cowboy. I got to tell you, I'm sitting here. It's warm today. Next couple of days, we got a heat wave. I think it's supposed to hit 100 tomorrow. And for the East Coast, that's hot for us. With the humidity and everything. I was painting and rebuilding a front porch today in the heat, man. And I'm not as young as I used to, man. I get tired. But I have to say that this looks so good. Look at this. Just look at it. Red brick house sitting here on the front porch. Okay? The American flag blowing. Whew. Sitting here on the porch swing, relaxing, talking about the Cowboys. And we're talking not about practice. We're talking about team building. And the only thing that's missing is a nice cold lemonade or iced tea or a Mike's lemonade. That's what I really need, because it is warm out here and I am beginning to sweat again. So that's all I got to say about that, good people. Appreciate you. We'll see if Dalvin Cook becomes a Dallas Cowboy. Peace.